morning. My name is MEGHAN'S. I came to see Dr. Balton's because I had an existing running injury and I got in a car wreck, and so my shoulder was aggravated, and everything is on the up and up now. It takes a lot of commitment, but I am without pain. And you know, a couple of weeks ago I couldn't walk and squat without pain, and I certainly couldn't put my hands underneath my pillow without pain in my shoulder, and I'm able to do way more than I thought that I could. It's mentally a challenge, but once you get your body and mind in sync and do everything that Ryan tells you to do, you will be good to go. So unfortunately, I am a bad patient. I'm a bad runner. I don't do any of the things that you're supposed to do. I don't stretch before, stretch after. I hardly ever ice or roll. So I waited until I was really in pain, and then I started doing the things that you should be doing. So I was icing and rolling and stretching before and after. And the pain wouldn't go away. And I'd say I was probably in pain for a couple of months. And then when it got to the point where I was getting out of bed and walking hurt, I said to myself, well, this is a problem. So I went to go see Dr. Balton's. I waited that long because in the past, you know, doing those remedies, those prevention methods that you should do to prevent injury, I was able to do them after I was injured and the pain would subside. However, it started to not subside anymore. So the reason behind not going to seek help was because I thought that I could do it myself. I also don't like to take medicine, so I was fine with just stretching and doing everything that I thought that I needed to do. And in my mind, I thought maybe a physical therapist wouldn't be the right answer because I don't know what they're going to do to me. But it ended up being such a blessing. So before I came to see you, I thought that physical therapists and chiropractors were all kooks, and that they were all, you know, working to, well, not as much physical therapists, but maybe chiropractors were kooks and they were just trying to realign you to get your money. Physical therapist, I thought you only went to see after you had some devastating life change, like you couldn't, you know, you got in a car wreck and you hurt your back and you couldn't walk ever again. So that was my perception, and then it was definitely changed once I walked in the door with the exercises and all of the treatment methods that we went through. I would say that every minute you wait is another minute in pain, and you don't have to be in pain, and you're not supposed to be in pain. Some of the things that Dr. Balton and I worked on were obviously the treatment methods and the therapy, but the awareness I felt like was so key and fundamental in my treatment and health and wellness moving forward, because now I'm so very aware of the way that my body operates and the things that I was doing that was causing me harm and then may have caused me worse harm down the line. I would say immediately, if there's something harming you or you feel discomfort in any way, shape, or form, then to be proactive and not reactive, as I was.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan's definitely very personable. You'll have a great time no matter who you are. What I enjoyed the most and my biggest takeaway, I think, was the awareness aspect that I just touched on. Having yourself be in tune to why your body is doing something a certain way, whether it's walking or running or sitting or typing or, you know, whatever it is, just bringing that awareness into focus is key in being able to change your actions slowly, because it does take practice and it takes a lot of work, but once you're committed to doing so, it's fantastic. If anyone's teetering on the edge, I would say do it. Just do it. Come in. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, you come in and it doesn't fix the problem. Okay. So you're still where you started, versus if you never seek help, you're likely only going to get worse. So do yourself the favor and be proactive, not reactive, and come on in. Number one thing was to be able to run again without pain. And I didn't even realize from my wreck what a problem my shoulder was. So my number one thing was running again and being without pain, and I'm there. And it took time. It took time and it took work. And you have to do the exercises and you have to do the work and you have to be mentally strong, because it's devastating when you're in a place where you're in pain no matter what you do. But if you're committed to doing what he says and doing what you're supposed to do, then you will get there. Just be patient.